gentler invitations.
I am Cassandra Pendergast, Seeker of the Chantry.
And just, what are you seeking?
The champion.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here. Time to start talking, dwarf. They tell me you're good at it.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
Scouts. We will have to fight them sooner or later.
Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself.
Here we go! Worry about.
We can't keep this up forever.
We'll make it through this, together.
Here they come. Shall I give them a taste of my blade?
All yours, brother.
What's gonna... There's no end to them.
Bullshit. That's not what really happened.
Does that not match the story you heard, Seeker?
I'm not interested in stories. I came to hear the truth.
What makes you think I know the truth?
Don't lie to me! You knew her even before she became the champion.
Even if I did, I don't know where she is now.
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious chantry's fallen to pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war. And you need the one person who could help you put it back together.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to her, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
You'll need to hear the whole story. The Blight had been unleashed on Ferelden. Dark spawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster. King Caitlin died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general. Unopposed, the horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
I think that's all of them.
For the moment, Maker save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
I know how much Lothering meant to you, but we have to move.
Yes, you're right.
We should have run sooner. Why did we wait so long?
Why are you looking at me? I've been running since Ostagar.
Not to interrupt, but the Blight's not going to wait while we stand here pointing fingers.
Please, listen to your sister.
Then let's go. Lead on.
On your guard!
Wait. Where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn. Where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly.
Wherever we go, what's important is that we don't separate.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Kirkwall? Are you sure that's wise?
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother. I know that. But we still have family there. And an estate. Then we need to get to Guaran and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
Be careful! You will not have him! They will not have you. Not while I breathe. Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humour. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
The Order dictates.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I'm Aveline Valenne. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
A strange time to be hunting apostates. His fellows left with the Chantry priests.
I was travelling to Denerim on business for the Order, but I had to turn south when I heard of Ostagar.
Bad luck and judgment brought us together here before the attack. The nice Templar has been convinced to postpone his hunt for illegal mages. So let's not dwell upon it, shall we? Wise girl.
For a while it looked like we were the only ones to escape the Darkspawn.
We aren't free of them yet. You didn't see Ostagar. This is just the start.
You were there. Yes, I see it now. Third Company, under Captain Varrell.
Then you saw how the whole of the army was defeated.
We fell to betrayal, not the Darkspawn. This arm of the Horde will not have the same advantage.
The wrath of the Templars is terrible indeed.
More so their wives. But as long as there is a greater danger, you and I have a court.
Thank you, Wesley. For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south. That's no way out.
We have no choice. The Darkspawn have us fenced in. We go south.
probably a lesson here about the dangers of magic.
May I drastically guide you?
Let them join the Maker.
To arms!
Face me. I stand for all of us. One less against us.
Now we fight!
Nothing to worry about.
I'll keep watch if you need to stop for a moment.
Here we go! What a waste! Look out! More on the way!
Quickly, before they regroup, we must press towards the wilds.
not going to happen. Make it give me strength.
Bethany! Let's make this quick! Bethany, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, mistress. Your daughter is gone.
No. These things will not take Bethany.
Bethany risked her life to save us.
I don't want a hero. I want my daughter. How could you let her charge off like that? Oh, my poor little girl. My sweetheart.
If we stand here weeping, the Darkspawn will take the rest of us too.
Allow me to commend your daughter's soul to the Maker, mistress. Ashes were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young woman a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace she has found in eternity.
I will never forget you, Bethany.
Our lives are more valuable to her than our prayers. Let's go.
Flames. We're too late.
I will not die today! They're too powerful! Retreat! I will Answer them.
Well, well, what have we here? It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
Impressive. Where'd you learn how to turn into a dragon?
Perhaps I am a dragon. If so, count yourself lucky. The smell of burning darkspawn does nothing for the appetite. If you wish to flee the darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
So you're just going to leave us here?
And why not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated, and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
You could show me that trick of yours. That looks useful.
I dare say it is. Such a clever sound for a mage. Tell me, clever child, how do you intend to outrun the blight?
We're going to Kirkwall, in the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, that is quite the voyage you plan. So far, simply to flee the darkspawn.
Our home is gone, and we have nowhere else to go.
I see. Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
Anything you could do for us would be appreciated.
Should we even trust her? We don't even know what she is.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth, Pasha Belenar, an old hag who talks too much. Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for the Witch of the Wilds?
Should we trust her?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the darkspawn.
If you need to, leave me behind.
No. I said I would drag you out if I had to, and I meant it.
What is a Witch of the Wilds exactly?
A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Bah, as if I had nothing better to do.
Then you're an apostate.
Yes, we have so much in common.
We don't have much choice.
We never do. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Narathari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie!
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
There must be something we can do.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
He's your husband, Aveline. I can't decide his fate.
Be strong. My love.
Without an end, there can be no peace. It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me, then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you. The witch kept her word and got them to Warren, where they took ship. They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark cold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall, the city of chains. Long ago it was part of the Imperium. Slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city. But I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
They're not letting anyone into the city.
What? That can't be.
It's true. Look at them all.
Are we really surprised? Everyone's fleeing the Blight. Just as we are.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
So long as we're all safe, that's more important.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
So this is where Mother's from. Charming place.
Need to find your uncle. With any luck, he's received my letter.
Wesley would have been horrified to see this.
Get back to the crowd, you lots. Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg. But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships there.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went to get something she wanted. But he's sure never taken that chance.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story. You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
We'll starve!
Tell me, how did your family escape Lothering? Almost everyone who hadn't fled.
My oldest sister. If she wasn't with us, I don't think we'd be here.
She seemed quite skilled as well.
I'm not my sister.
Go back to Ferelden. Kirkwall is going to take you.
We're not animals you can just corral.
We've no intention of moving anyone here, sir. You're all going back to where you came from.
My men and I fought against the Blight. We're heroes. Let us through, you flaming Blight. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We've paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we've got family here.
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
Perhaps if we knew exactly what it would take to get in.
No foreigner can enter unless they can prove they have coin to bring into the city.
You mean a bribe?
Technically, the Viscount's ordered that no one enters. You want to be a special case, you have to be special.
That's outrageous. It took all our coin just to get here.
You want eyes looking the other way? That takes convincing, and the price goes up each day this continues.
Our uncle is Gamlin Amell. He knows we're coming. Surely someone could find him.
Gamlin? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman? The only Gamlin I know is the weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You're gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about it.
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here.
That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
Looks like a fight! Be ready!
Unbelievable.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlin must still be looking for us.
And if he's not?
Wait. I think someone's coming.
Leandra. Damn, girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlin.
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlin. We came too late. My darling Bethany didn't make it. I'm dressed to guide her.
Oh, Maker, save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
Would it help if I said you were my favorite uncle?
It'll make me feel better, but that's about it. I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us.
I am blighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlin, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll work out.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us.
I am blighted helping. I got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
I still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlin, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll work out.
We don't have any choice, do we? I need to get my family into Kirkwall.
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
So, you're selling us into indentured servitude? That's your idea?
Think of it as having a job waiting for you in your new home.
I guess it's only a year, right?
I managed to convince my contacts to come to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenrir, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What do you think about this, Carver?
What can I say? Better here than nowhere.
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Well, it won't be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here. But she's tough, she's fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Okay, and I don't know about this.
It's a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Mirren?
And you must be Hawk. Nice. Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his ass.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is well known in these parts. We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
All I know is if we join the company, I'm going to start talking like that.
My uncle doesn't seem like the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't. Gamlin cheated one of my men at a wallet match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
I'm ready to prove myself.
Noble bastard named Friedrich is here in the gallows. Gave us bad info. Almost killed my men. Now he's hiding out here, waiting for a ship. He sees us coming, he'll run for sure. But he doesn't know you. Go kill him and his men. We'll make sure no one asks why.
Have you checked the courtyard again?
He's still out there, but he's alone. And he's not making a move.
I don't trust this. What will we do when the ship comes? Wait, who are you? I demand to know what you're doing here.
I want to hear what you have to say before I decide anything.
Mira send them.
I'm not an idiot. I could have figured that out for myself. Look, you. I don't know what that pissant thug is paying you, but I'll double it. Just let us go.
I might change my mind if I knew how you wronged the Red Iron.
Ugh, those fools take everything so personally. So I told Lord Asheral they were coming. It was business. I was perfectly willing to give the Red Iron a share, or all of it. I could give it to you as well. Just let me go.
Make it worth my time, and I'll let you go.
Oh, thank the Maker.
Wasn't that coin supposed to be paying us to keep your hide safe?
If you want to fight them, be my guest.
Now we fight! It looks like this isn't over yet!
Traitor escaped. Well done. I hope whatever he offered you was enough to get you in on your own.
I never thought I would find myself begging to be allowed back to cover.
So that was your uncle, was it? Good. I thought he was another confidence man trying to sell promises. I don't suppose he has the coin you'll need to get in.
He doesn't seem to have any more than we do.
Ah, that's a shame. If it were just up to me, I'd let you through. But there are a lot of eyes watching, a lot of palms that need greasing. My suggestion? Wait for a ship and hope the next city hasn't already closed their doors.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron.
Your business is done.
But... Oh.
Now then, what can I do for you, Sarah?
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
You mean people like us?
Of course. My apologies. My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
I don't need anything.
As you wish, Sarah.
Are you with Enril?
You must be Gamlen's niece. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
How much exactly?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify your uncle's confidence.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I can be honest. We don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots. That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game. Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me.
Begging and taking your pick never went hand in hand.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get money from him and you're in.
Greetings once again, Sarah. Have you come to trade?
I believe you owe your business partner something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell the guards?
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ethenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
Care to step in here?
Only because this toad deserves it. You have a choice. Pay, or I beat it out of you, and your men.
Hey!
Stay back. Just... take what's in the chest. Take it all. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy dogland junk.
Set. Here you go, as requested.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
Any luck?
Yes, they've agreed to help us.
I'll speak to Ethenril and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
I guess we did it. We're here to stay, at least for a while.
The blight may still spread, but for now we have a new home.
If only Bethany were here with us.
And Wesley.
Let's just see what happens. We have a long year ahead of us.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the Blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she remained, paying off her debt, made a name for herself in the underworld. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion. No. Trust this pitch, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
Look, we know you're going into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we're...
No! You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix everything. You need us. We fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious. I don't care if you tore the horns off an ogre with your bare hands.
You make him understand. We're running from your bloody Templars.
I know how you feel, but we'll earn no favors with your fist in his face.
Then we do nothing. As always.
My brother can be hot-headed, but we do have the skills to benefit your expedition.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well, back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
It'll get harder if we're at each other's throats.
I know. It just seems like you either die in this city or you end up like the scum we're bargaining with. We need coin, status, something we can shove in that dwarf's face and keep people off our backs. And all I can think of is Uncle Gamlin.
He got us into the city, more or less. If there's a chance, he can push Bertrand.
Worth checking, I guess. What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in a gallows.
Hey!
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchant's Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go.
How do you do?
Varric Tethras, at your service. I apologize for Bertrand. He would know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're part of Bertrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads would normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So, as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last year. The coterie has been squeezing smugglers out left and right, and the only group to survive owes it all to you two. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
There must be some way to persuade your brother to hire us on.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bertrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns that he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
Why would you stick your neck out for a complete stranger?
I'd rather take a chance on someone with your reputation than head into the deep roads unprepared. Besides, we'd be your partners. I'm willing to give a little trust if you are.
It sounds interesting. But if I had any goals, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Come on. The dwarf makes some sense. No offense. Look, you started this, and it's a good idea. Certainly better than ending up in the gallows.
We work together, you and I. And before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
You have a deal.
Perfect. Kirkle's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Sure. Easy. But maybe Aveline's got some bounties out. She joined the city guard, right?
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up. Keep a hand on your coin, Hawk. There are more cut purses.
Bodan Feddick, purveyor of goods both common and rare, at your service. And this is my son, Sandal, who is as brilliant an enchanter as you'll ever find. Say hello to the nice human, Sandal.
Hello.
We shall be accompanying your expedition and providing the needed supplies. It's all quite exciting, isn't it?
You aren't worried about venturing into such a dangerous place?
Not with such fine protection. But I digress. Do you wish to peruse my wares, or perhaps make use of Sandal's unique talents?
Enchantment?
Just so.
I thought all enchanters were mages.
Not at all. The favoured dwarven resistance to magic has allowed enchantment of crafts for countless ages. Granted, most dwarven smiths must work for many, many years to learn the skill, but my boy is a natural, a savant beyond compare.
I like enchantment.
He enjoys his work. What more could one ask?
Let's see what you have.
By all means, feel free to peruse my wares whenever you wish. What do you need, my good friend?
Let's see what you have.
By all means, feel free to peruse my wares whenever you wish.
Yep.
better prices.
When we're done in the deep roads, I'm buying everything.
Hawk, long time no see, my friend.
Worthy. When did you get back into town?
Oh, just a month or so ago. Things didn't work out in Orzammar. You aren't still working for Thenwell, are you? Your year must be up by now.
I'm looking to become an explorer of a sort.
I heard. Bartran's hard to take, but his information is usually good.
Hard to take? That's putting it mildly.
Tell you what, I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
You know, it's eerie how much resemblance there is between you two.
She's my sister. Of course there's a resemblance.
Oh, you thought I meant Hawk. I was talking about Gamlin. Maker, I hate you, dwarf.
Another Ferelden street rat? Are you here to waste my time, or do you actually have coin to spend?
Are you an armorer? A weaponsmith?
My stock is varied. What all my wares have in common, however, is quality. Only the best for my distinguished patrons. See for yourself.
The best armor coin can buy.
Messiah, please stop. Who are you to talk to me like that, you bloody peasant? The guard will throw you out if you kick that wall. More time.
Good day, sirrah.
You're part of the Amell family, aren't you? I had a report coming to speak concerning your uncle. He's a colour
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
Aveline! Hello, Hawk. Been a while, hasn't it? What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Botland. He's a son of a bitch. You know I don't like it when you have people watch me. Saved me jumping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here. Well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time. A person in your position seems like they might learn some profitable things. You know better than to ask that. One day you'll be frustrated enough to go for it. It's like I'm sitting on my hands. There are dangerous people in this city. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Make a nurse I could use more satisfying work. All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing? My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not. Aveline, you've got yourself a partner. I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. I know you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard. The heart of law in Kirkwall. If I have to say something about it anyway. I can't do that.
Fine day, Sirrah.
That corner looks dusty.
The Viscount must be terribly busy.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day. Who are you to talk to me like that, like a peasant? The guard will throw you out.
You're looking.
Well, Sirrah.
The office of the Viscount is not open to the public, especially recent arrivals not actually part of the public. How much longer do I have to wait?
Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
Who are you people?
We are the last of the Eldhead.
Keep that in mind, Hawk. Elves you see elsewhere, figments of your imagination.
They have given up their identity to live among Shemlin. They're elven no more.
What's a Shemlin?
An elven slur for human.
It means you're not one of the people, and you should leave now.
I was given an amulet for someone named Marathari.
How do you know that name?
Wait, this is the one the keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought she had been elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marathari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
Marathari, I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andarana Tishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marathari. Let me look at you. There's truth in your face. A rare thing in a human. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
Exactly what have I been carrying around? Is it magic?
It is a promise, child. Made by one whose word still has weight. And therefore, it has terrible power. There are few things in this world stronger than a promise kept. Remember that.
This amulet's owner rescued my family from the Blight. In return, I agreed to bring it to you.
I honor you for coming to me. But I'm afraid your part in this is not done yet. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir. Meryl would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
If that's what you want.
It isn't what I want, but it is what she wants. You will find Meryl waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shirai.
Of course, not too busy.
I thought maybe you could use some archery
I think my name is...
A Shemlin. Will wonders never cease?
That's a great idea. Why can't you tell me this?
Shemlin. Wonderful. Make your business here quick.
I am Master Island, a crafter for this clan. Forced to stay so close to this Shemlin city, I've seen my share of outsiders pass through our camp. Is there something you needed?
Are you a specialist? What sort of things do you make?
A Dalish crafter does many things. We create weapons, armor, anything our clan has need of.
I don't need anything right now.
Of course.
mage crafting is second to none, I assure you.
The guards don't come this far out. It's better for both sides.
A Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
You know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory, anyway.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one that keep Petoni about. Anathera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, all right?
I get the feeling you're in trouble.
It's not like that. Not exactly. Anyway, the Keeper and I have disagreements, but it will sort itself out in time.
You seem awfully nervous.
I've never met human before. Dalish mothers frighten their children with stories about you, you know. Not you, personally, of course. I'm sure they don't have any tales about you. Or not scary ones, at least. Not that you're not notable enough to have a story. I'll just shut up now.
My name is Hawk. Glad to make your acquaintance, Meryl.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
I've lived in Kirkwall for a year now. It's a good place to get a fresh start.
Really? I hope you're right. We should go. Your task is for Asher Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asher Bellinar's amulet, and we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Asher Bellinar wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. The dark things are about.
I need a few minutes to prepare.
Of course. Best if we hurry, though. I'd like to be away from here.
There might be some stragglers before the main group. Nothing we can't handle.
Time to prove something.
By all means, lead on.
We're close to the ambush, Hawk. Be ready.
Got more on the way!
Well equipped for bandits, but dead is dead and the road is clear. Captain Jevon needs to know of this. Back to the barracks for your just reward.
Good day, sir.
Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. There's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
I don't know how they do it where you're from, guardswoman, but I decide patrols, not you and your whims. You may have been put up for lieutenant in your first year, but I'll have no show-offs in my command. Have I made myself clear? Report to your post before I have you and your Ferelden accomplice jailed.
A lot of yelling for doing him a favor.
We killed a band of highwaymen. What does it matter whose patrol it was? It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
So let's find out whose toes you actually stepped on.
Then we should check the duty roster and see who was supposed to take that route. What have I stepped in this time? Threaten my friends. Not letting that one go, Captain.
Aveline! Owe you for clearing the ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours?
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure. A lone guard isn't much of a patrol. Shouldn't need to be. That route was clear for weeks. First noise out of it was your big fight. The captain reassigned me after he heard what you did, and I passed the satchel to Donick for his patrol tonight. The satchel? Pay and order assignments. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. Satchel for that night was heavy, though. Anyway, thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
So the satchel gets me the same day we discover an ambush?
You're sure you want to pursue this? This is your superior we're talking about.
If a guard has been put at risk, a good captain would want to know why. And if he's not a good captain, I want to know why.
A messy way to pass information. Brennan already sent it along.
Another guard is walking into the same trap. I can't let that happen. Brennan said Donick. A good man. Donick. I've got his route. A night walk in Lowtown. Let's go make sure his quiet patrol stays that way. If Guardsman Donick is walking into a trap, we need to be there soon.
How much longer do I have to wait?
I don't make my guards fight gangs in dark corners, but if you'd like to help...
All right, watch me.
Don't leave any witnesses!
Well done, everyone.
How can these nighttime streets be so dangerous? We should clear these idiot thugs out.
We can't waste time, Hawk. Guardsman Donick is here somewhere.
Get ready!
Can't imagine slaving in here.
We must be getting close to the ambush.
Now we fight! Now you fall! That's enough!
Who have Aline? You're a beautiful sight.
Guardsman.
I mean, I was on patrol and they came out of nowhere. I took a few down, but there were too many at once. The captain said this route was supposed to be quiet.
The seal of the Viscount. Office details, city accounts.
Valuable to a guild of thieves. A sacrificial delivery with one of our own. Captain Jevon will answer.
Exposing this kind of corruption could make the guards look weak.
Then we look weak. The others deserve better. This goes to the office of the Viscount. This will be known. The captain likes his thieves so much. Let's see if they welcome him in prison.
Hope the day's treating you well, Thra. The Viscount must be dead.
How dare you! I am guard captain! I won't be treated like this! Geraldan, bitch! This was none of your affair! I'll see you hanged! Quartered! This will not stand!
We found a number of debts to suspect peoples. Such poor character. But you, Aveline Valen, have proven your loyalty and ability.
The guard deserves better than him, sir.
Indeed. The Viscount would have you put your care for the men into direct practice, you will assume the captain's job.
What?
In due time, of course. There will be training, approvals, months at least. But who better to rebuild respect than the woman who exposed this embarrassment? Resolve any outstanding business, guardswoman. You will be very busy.
I'm with you. Not much room in the barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be. I trust you are well, Donick.
I am. And your reward is well earned. It will be grand having you over me. Above me. In rank, guard captain.
Thank you, Donick. It will be grand indeed. I'm with you. Varric, no.
Well, you're the captain. Or you will be. It'll be easy.
I'm not petitioning the Viscount to help you steal ownership of the Hanged Man.
Steal? Madam, you wound me.
I'm about to. Big changes are coming, huh? Captain of the Guard. Thank you, Wesley.
But you keep his memory speaks well of him.
He's not with me. I know that. Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. Either way, he knows no pain. What I keep is that moment. I won't let anyone down like that again.
I don't see how you can take blame for the Darkspawn Horde.
I put him to the sword myself, Hawk.
At his behest.
I know in my head that it was right. So did Wesley. But in my heart, that cut was cruel.
Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. What do you mean by that?
Wesley believed. And if he was correct, then that's where he is. But this business of the less the Maker does, the more he's proven, I don't find it compelling.
But you married a Templar?
I married a man. A good one. And he's gone. I have heard the chant. It is lovely. Perhaps that's all it needs to be.
I can't imagine the captain of the guard will like wandering in my shadow.
It's not like this job means we're on opposite sides. The good you do? It seems rather appropriate. Besides, I'll be making a patrol schedule, and I don't intend to lead from a desk.
I look forward to working with you, Guard Captain Aveline.
Still strange, isn't it? Captain of the Guard. Thank you for helping me get here, Hawk. It's where I should be.
I don't know what the ancient inventors used this place for, but I bet it wasn't making people feel at home.
By all means, lead on.
Hope the day is treating you well, Thra.
I do hope the Viscount remembers to eat supper today.
I have only the finest Andiva merchandise.
My. If it isn't talk. Good to see you again, Elegant. Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Ethelred's employ. Things have been going well since then? It isn't always easy, but things are going well enough. That's wonderful to hear. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Ethelred. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course with the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
If you have a plan, get to it.
Belts, rings, amulets. We sell them all.
What's the point?
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
My children have been in servitude. Servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
This is the way things are, Mother. Gambling can't change it now.
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead you ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favourite when you do that.
Where is Father Will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read. It went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Oh, of course not. Why should you do something reasonable?
I know the Amells were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amells have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Please, Uncle. We have a right to see it for ourselves.
Maybe so. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
What daft bastard leaves that behind?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gammon? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Maker, what a mess. I want to make things better for Mother. But some of what Gamlin says, I'm having a hard time hating him. Playing caretaker for someone else's life. Stuck in their shadow. That's no way to live.
Something you need to say?
Look, if you want to join the fight over who lost the most, fine. But I never lived here. Mother even gave me her old key to try and stir something. But I didn't know Grandfather. Finding his will doesn't matter to me.
She tried her best to give us what we need. I think she's due the same.
Oh, I see her side. Gamlin's definitely an arse. But it's not like we can just ask slavers to give back that life.
What have you heard?
Uncle's a chatty drunk. He was up to his neck and signed everything over. That's who has the estate. Apparently, the most extensive wine cellar in Kirkwall is now a slave highway from the Undercity. That's the family legacy.
I think we need to pay them a visit. Look for Mother's missing paperwork.
I'm sure they will be right neighbourly about letting us poke around.
We'll give them the chance, sure.
All right, sister. If the key works, we'll clear the estate from the Undercity up. I don't know if this will help, but I do feel like hitting someone.
think this is the same chick that was here a year ago. I can't have Mother living in this hole. We've got to get out of here. Looks like the dog's trying to tunnel his way out of this hovel. Can't blame him. On your guard!
Free martyrs. All shams are the same down here.
Not going to happen. I can't do that.
People choose to live here? It amazes me.
Tom White?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenra. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the deep roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's right?
It's a risk. But if we succeed, it'll be worth it.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenral's scarce these days. And Rotary have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
So, what do you do, Everly?
You know I'm a god. Why are you asking?
I mean in your off-duty hours, for fun. You've heard of it, I have.
These are my off-duty hours.
The trend of you scaring the piss out of me continues.
This looks like the place.
Follow my lead! Looks like a fight! Be ready!
By all means, lead on. That's the Amell crest, I think. Mother described it once. Put that above your door and you better have the ties to back it up. Otherwise you just look old.
Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud noises.
On your...
Grab something sharp and pointy! We've got company!
me handle it.
I suppose I could give that a shot.
Onward. There's much to be done.
The cake.
Bianca's locked and loaded.
But not my choice.
Ha!
That has to be the vault. If there's anything to learn about the family, that's where it is.
I think Bianca's gotten scratched.
So this is it. Grandfather's will. Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
I'll head for the door soon enough. I want to look around first.
Varric, do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly effectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard or unguard.
That makes no sense.
How much longer do I have to wait?
Not much room in the barracks. There's nowhere I'd rather be. I'm with you. Nothing going on, Hawk. You'd be the first to know if there was.
Lovely. Guard, Captain.
Not yet, Donnick. But thank you.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
more mages. You talk. I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
I know your face. I'm Tobias. You and that man are both orcs. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
I found a letter you sent about a friend of his you could not name.
Ah, the Templar. Your father could not write to him directly, lest the Order find out.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
Not what I would expect from a Templar.
There was a time when the rules of the Order could be interpreted to suit a situation. Unlike these days. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family. Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Moravat Carver.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but if you are taking advantage of my hospitality, it's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
I should maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her. The estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
We have a home, Mother. A real home.
They forgave me. Mother forgave me. But, Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is.
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
If it wasn't for the Blight, would we ever have come back here?
I always thought I would. I suppose you three are Ferelden to your toes.
Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing. You'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house, Jen.
Then I had better get started.
Thinking of life in Hightown?
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, sister.
You could slap on a smile for a few days. For her sake.
She's not interested in what I think. She wants to provide for us, and you'll make sure it happens. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
Very well, Cover. What's your plan?
I'd look forward. Make something new. Stop paying debts for old men. And if I had to go backward, I'm not looking for ancient names. I'd fix what's important. What went wrong.
We can't just go back.
We wouldn't need to if you'd done it right. Lothing was our home, not this place. We could have stood our ground. You could have stopped that ogre from killing Bethany.
You own as much of that as I do.
I never claimed to be head of the family.
Neither did I, but someone had to save your ass. All right.
Sister. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
We ended on a tense note last time. Take it as you will.
These are by father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Father must have felt it was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say. Except... thank you.
When I told your grandmother I was marrying your father, she threatened to disown me. She said children would be mongrels. My father wanted to lock me in, but she told him it's her life, let her ruin it. I wrote to her when each of you were born. She never wrote back. I'm glad she didn't die hating me.
Grandmother didn't want you to leave. She tried holding on to you the only way she knew.
She would have been so proud of you. You're everything she wanted in an Amell grandchild. She might have had a hard time accepting it at first, but she would have loved you, all three of you. Oh, Bethany. She was such a sweet little girl. Never cried, just looked at you with those big eyes.
She was so young to be taken from us.
I just keep thinking there's something we could have done. It's killing me. I remember that awful creature reaching down and 18 years of loving and feeding and raising, and that was it.
Blame the Darkspawn, not yourself.
The Darkspawn would have been happy with any prey. It was my fault it was Bethany. I miss her. There were 4 of us when the Blight began. It will never be over while there are just 3. I've written to the Viscount. I've an audience for after Bartram's expedition leaves. I couldn't do anything for Bethany, but with luck, I can at least give us a home. He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
City live not agreeing with you.
He just needs to get out more, don't you, boy?
He's part of the family. I wouldn't want to lose him.
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlin, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with Doc? Real easy to remember.
I'll let you sleep. One scrubbing brush, never used.
So thank you for joining me. I'll leave it there. So yeah, this game is quite a long play for a game. So if I keep going, it's a lot of hours. However, this is sort of giving you an idea of the family story and what this game is all about. There are a variety of stories going on throughout the game, and you meet different characters who have different stories, of course. It's very well written, and it's a really engaging game that's quite beautiful to look at too once you get out into the scenery. The fight up in Sundermount was where the daily shelves are, is very difficult at the top. That's why I opted out of the fight, just went and met Meryl, then opted out and went and did something else to gather resources, because you're going to need a lot of healing potions and so on for that fight. It's, you know, you want to kind of build yourself up a bit before you go up there. It's really tough at the end. So yes, so that's what I am doing. I am building the character for the rest of that fight. So I'm going to save it here, and I may continue this and see, you know, where this whole situation leads. But things do escalate. They improve, then they escalate. I have avoided going into the pub to see Varric, and the reason is because I would have to switch the game sound off due to the music, possibly. So I've already risked it by just letting some of the game music play, but hopefully there's no issues. So, I mean, it's a wonderful game, and the final fight in this game is actually really challenging too. So, I mean, it's not like the game is just easy peasy. You do come across quite a few fights with cartels and things like that that are really hard, and you might die. You know, everyone dies and you have to have another go at it a few times over. So yeah, there's some pretty challenging stuff, and I haven't even set up all of the what do you call the presets for each of the characters. So you go in and you can tell the characters what position you want them to be on the battlefield, how you want them to behave. There's different behaviours you can choose, like, you know, passive, aggressive, healer, don't engage, you know, attack, whatever. There's lots and lots of things you can choose. You build your characters differently, depending on what you're trying to create. I like to have healers on the battlefield, just in a practical sense, that if there's no time to grab a healing potion, then at least you've got healers who are there to assist your troops on the battlefield, your team. So yeah, it's a very good game in that sense. I mean, there's a lot you can do in this game. The crafting becomes more intensive too. So we've just had a brief look at the crafting, and the trading is really pretty good. So it's a good idea to go around to the different traders, because you find backpacks. Whenever you see one, buy it. That's my advice. Get the backpacks, because it just assists you in carrying more. So when you're out on expeditions, you can actually just carry more stuff. When you go to the deep roads, of course, the dwarven traders will be there, little Sanders and his father, and always interact with the different characters and go through the dialogue as well, because you learn things, and sometimes it opens up other, you know, opportunities or gives you points. So yes, it's worth doing. But the storylines are very well done in this, and there is of course a tragic story with the mother, and apparently there is a way to suffer. I've not managed. I've tried it in the past, and I just have not managed to do it. But I think you can. But yeah, something terrible does happen with the mother, so that's a difficult aspect. There's a lot of drama, I suppose, in this particular game. It is not, you know, it's not for just boring, light-hearted, repetitive play. It's not a repetitive kind of game. It's more of an engaging, story-based, and sometimes challenging in the sense of combat. You can turn up the challenge, go into hard mode or go into nightmare mode if you want. I suggest playing it through on normal or casual, just to learn the story. The normal mode is the mode I've been playing in, and it's a balanced mode of play. So once you know all the different fights that you have to go through, then turn up the ante, you know, play it through as a different type, like play through as a warrior or play through as a rogue and up your ante. Or play through as exactly the same thing, because then you know exactly what you're looking for, what skills you want to build, and it's so much easier if you go into a higher level of play. But yeah, I mean, this follows on from Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age Awakening, which is not available on Game Pass. Origins, Dragon Age II, and Dragon Age Inquisition are all available on Game Pass free to play if you are a subscriber to Game Pass. So, the Awakening, Dragon Age Awakening, is a component, like an add-on for Dragon Age Origins. So it's a little bit of, extended storyline, and it's actually really cool. It's very enjoyable. So I liked Awakening. I did enjoy it. And there's some good characters in it too. Some new characters that you meet. So that's all I have for you tonight. I'm just going to have to pause it here where we've come to kind of this point in the family storyline where we can see where it's going to be progressing. And you can see the family is starting to get a little bit divided as well. Like they've come together, but they have these tensions which can potentially pull the entire family unit apart. So yeah, you do deal with that aspect of the game. If you don't like storyline-based games, you probably won't like this game very much because it's got a lot of story in it. Anyway, I think that's probably as much as I can tell you at this point in time, but I mean, it is a wonderful game to play, and it is a precursor to Inquisition. So if you've only played Dragon Age Inquisition, you would basically have missed all of the story that is behind. For those of us who've played Origins, Awakening, this one and number 2, and then gone into Inquisition, we notice when there's something, a character or some aspect that's from a former game, a former version of the game. So we know what we're dealing with and what they're referring to in certain circumstances and so on. Unfortunately, you miss that. If you haven't played these games, you would miss that very important aspect. So I do think it's really important with Dragon Age to go back and play these early games, just to learn what is it all, where did it come from, what is it all about, what has been created in this game series. Yeah. So I do hope there will be another Dragon Age 2 as well as number 2 as well, I'll say. So I hope there's going to be another one because it is just such a wonderful storyline and it is a magical game. Really, really wonderful to play, and many hours of enjoyment, and you have all these moralistic choices. So it kind of challenges you in the sense of you've got to think, well, everything has a consequence, and it's like Fable, everything has a consequence. And so if you take a particular attitude or make particular choices, then there can be consequences where, a quest that you might have got you can't get because the person won't talk to you or whatever it is, but there's always a consequence to your actions. So worth keeping in mind, you can play this in different ways to find out what the different consequences are. There's a lot to explore. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this, and if you haven't played it, have a go at it. And play Origins first. Have a go at Origins. Even if you just play a bit of Origins, then come and play a bit of this. You'll kind of be warmed up to it, and have some feel for this. But even better, play Origins all the way through, see it through to the end, and then start on this one. If you've played Origins and haven't played number 2, go for it. See if you can get Awakening. Awakening is the in-between. The in-between. It's the 1.5, and this is the 2. Okay, so Okay, well, thanks. So that's all from me for now, and I will see you again Monday, or maybe for some random play during the next few days. Okay, bye for now.